How are we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 41 of our West Ham United career mode. We're going to have an action-packed episode here for you guys. We're getting into November, and that means we're getting closer and closer to the January transfer window, which I'm intended on having a ton of stuff on. So we do want to get to that relatively quickly. And basically, we're going to have 3 games in this episode. Also, we normally have 2, so we're going to have a ton of gameplay in here for you. It's going to be fantastic. We did say a youth squad report, of course, our scout bringing one back for us, and then we get some notes that Adrian's happy to be in the team, and Kulu's happy he got to play even though we did lose to Chelsea. And now we get back into the Europa League, taking on Legia Warsaw, who of course we did defeat away in our last matchup with them. It was a fantastic game. We picked up a simple 2-0 victory. And hopefully we're going to try and continue that form, because if we do pick up a victory in this game and FC20 actually beat Nacional or even draw with them, we'll have already sealed our destiny into the group stages of the Europa League. So that's fantastic for us. Like I said, if we get a victory here and a favorable result in the next game, we'll be in fantastic shape. But we did mix up the team a bit. We brought out Andy Carroll up top. Rabiot's getting a run out and holding midfield, and Malfitano, Thiago. So we have plenty of guys getting to mix up and give themselves a little bit of chance just because of the fixture congestion, things we're going to have running here. The game that we're going to have next is going to be against Fulham. It comes just 2 days after this Europa League fixture. Then we have a game against Norwich City that'll be the final game of the episode. That was like 3 days after the Fulham fixture. So I really had to rotate the squad, and we get off to a fantastic start here with Sir Andrew Lord of Carroll. What more can you say? The guy has a noggin that is just a magnet for footballs. It's unbelievable. It's a great ball played in by Thiago. You can see his first assist actually as a member of the team. So great for him. The first goal he's really factored in on. And it's just a perfect looping header from Carroll. He's caught the goalie out a little bit. He's put it so far away from him because you can see with the angle, he's really close to his one post. Goes the entire way across the face of the goal in the back of the net. And it's a huge finish to give us an early 1-0 lead. So Andy Carroll continuing to show that impact he does have on the team. He can play up front by himself. He can play alongside another striker. Either way, he is getting goals continually for us. It's his second Europa League goal, in addition to all the goals he scored in the Prem right now. So fantastic start to the campaign. But Legia Warsaw, not to be outdone, a header in of their own. It's almost identical to the goal Carroll scored, except for it's a bit more of a bullet header as opposed to a looper, such as what Carroll scored. But it's just a simple cross in from the left-hand side. It's found the head of their big number 9 striker. I think he's not actually number 9, though. But he does get a great header. Adrian, it's pretty close to him. You think he might be able to do better, but Saw does finish it and puts it in the back of the net. And Ravel Morrison from kickoff, though, plenty of work to do here. And this is a wonder run. If anybody looks up his highlight reel, you'll see a goal that he scored against Tottenham Hotspur last season. That was an absolute wonder goal. He went through 3 guys and then chipped Lloris. It was beautiful, absolutely wonderful, in a 3-0 victory that West Ham United did have against Tottenham. This goal, it's just as good. I mean, he's gone through so many people. Obviously, the finish isn't as delicate. It's not a delicate little chip over the goalkeeper, but what a swift reply that is just after their goal, straight from kickoff. Andy Carroll actually gets an assist because he was the one that kicked the ball to Ravel from the center circle, and then Ravel does the rest. Beautiful little step-over skill to get past one man. Then he used a fake shot to get around another defender. He's in alone on goal, and it's a simple finish. So Ravel Morrison, take a bow, son. And he's really improving. I'll tell you what, he's played a lot better in the Europa League fixtures than he has in Premier League fixtures, but he's still been playing fantastically, and that's a wonderful goal, of course, to score. Carroll then nearly picks up a third for us just after that as Morrison lays the ball off to him, and he has a smash from outside the area, but it's a good save by the keeper. Morrison then with another chance lays it back to Rabiot, who decides to have a strike, but another good save from the Legia Warsaw keeper as we're just testing him from distance at this point. Of course, we scored 2 goals from really close range, but then we just sort of test him from distance with counter-attacking moves, and we have yet to score from that. But Carroll plays a beautiful 1-2 with Kevin Nolan. Creates a ton of space for himself. He does really well to hang on to the ball here. And Legia Warsaw's goalkeeper, even though he's given up 2 goals already, is having a wonderful game. He's made a couple of absolute point-blank saves. Adrian, not looking to be outdone, makes a wonderful save on the strike from Radovic. You can see he attacks that ball with strong hands, knocks it away, and it's a simple clearance from our defense to keep things safe. But Legia Warsaw, they did sense that they needed these points to stay alive in our group, and they just came forward and forward with some fantastic chances, really pressuring us there. But thankfully, Adrian makes a couple of really nice saves, and we do hold on. You can see Legia Warsaw did deserve better, arguably. 11 shots to our 8. Of course, not as many on target, and they did have 56% of the possession. My 3 Mooses stars for the game. 1 point goes to Ravon Morrison, of course, for the goal. Andy Carroll with a goal and assist gets 2 points, and 3 points, surprisingly enough, for Morgan Amalfitano. You look, he had a 5.9 rating, but in my opinion, he did some fantastic run. He had the work rate that you want to see. He made some really nice passes and just played simple football and did exactly what we needed of him. And he played really, really well, in my opinion. So for that, Morgan Amalfitano gets my 3 points. But like I said, we come into a game against Fulham. If we had to really change the squad, we have Valencia and Wickham now leading our line with Downing sitting in the hole behind. We're actually playing a 3-4-1-2, similar to something that Manchester United have used a lot this season in real life. Jarvis out on the left wing with Delphin Noble in the middle, Oxlade-Chamberlain in his favorite right midfield spot, and then we go with 3 center backs as well on the back line to hopefully beat Fulham. I think it's something that could come out really well because Fulham are very struggling this year. They're way at the bottom of the table. They're in a pretty simple 4-4-1-1 formation with Rodiego leading the line with McCormack sitting just behind him. So it's something that I think we could take advantage of if we're able to create enough chances because now we do have the width in the lineup that we don't always have with the diamond with Oxlade-Chamberlain out on the wing. So, that's something we've had to do. It's also the first game that Cresswell actually hasn't featured in just because of fitness issues with him playing 2 days ago. So we have mixed things up here. We get some wonderful chances here. Delph with a beautiful strike off a corner, but it's a great save by Martin Stecklenburg. And I'll tell you what, we're going to be hearing that a lot because we're at home. We have the home fans behind us. We get some great chances here. Downing with a strike from distance. He just doesn't get full contact on, and it's a good save again. Nice ball played in on the ground from Oxlade-Chamberlain. Valencia with a fantastic move and shapes to shoot, but it's just tipped outside of the post from Martin Stecklenburg. He didn't have to make a save on it. But McCormack really with the first chance for Fulham coming in the 33rd minute finally. But Kiyate, who's actually filling in at center back this game because we had a couple tired center backs from 2 days ago. Kiyate comes in and makes a really nice slide challenge to get the ball away. Jarvis floats in. Our best chance of the first half here. Wonderful ball in for Valencia. It's an absolutely delicious ball that he wants to attack with his head. And he just gets a little bit too much neck muscle behind it and puts it over the frame of the goal. We finally do put one in the back of that here in the 47th minute, but we're not going to be able to get too excited about it. The home fans jump up and down for a second, but Valencia is well offside. You can see it here. It's a great strike by Wickham. It's very good that Valencia's on hand to be able to put the ball in the back of the net, but when you're that far outside, it's not something that the referee's really going to miss. Oxlade-Chamberlain then with some lovely skills here. Oh my goodness. That's a foul, in my opinion. I don't know what the referee's playing at, why he doesn't give the foul. We should be having a free kick. A great chance for Downing there at that point. We get another really good chance here with Valencia. His first attempt is blocked, and then Stecklenburg just gets enough on the ball to send it over top of his post and keep things out of the back. And that Valencia on the ensuing corner then heads the ball that Stecklenburg makes a wonderful save on. And Martin Stecklenburg, he's unbelievable. He's the best goalie in the Premier League if he plays like this, apparently, because what a save he makes again on Valencia in the 82nd minute. We just can't find the back of the net. Kevin Nolan coming on as a substitute, again, trying to create something here. Downing floats the ball on. Bit of a mess created by the Fulham defenders, but they do clear it away as far as Patrick Roberts, the young left midfielder. Floated in to Valencia, though. He hits it on the turn, and it's inches away from Stecklenburg's goal yet again. Noble then, stoppage time, floats the ball and looking for the head of Sacco, who's coming on as a substitute, and he crashes off the bar. Diafra Sacco, the man who struggled really for us this year after being such a menace last year, he can't seem to get that touch, that same lock that he had, and we do finish 0-0 draw, though we deserved all the 3 points. So that, in my opinion, is 2 points dropped. 13 shots. So therefore, Stecklenburg, no doubt about it's man of the match. And in terms of the 3 players of the match for me, I thought Winston Reid gets 3 points because he was unbelievable. I thought he was a rock at the center of midfield, or the center of defense, as well as a little bit out wide as well. And I thought he looked really strong in there. Noble gets 2 points, and Downing created a ton of chances, though we weren't able to finish them, so he gets 1 point for me. And from that, we see that Connor Wickham's picked up a 5-day injury, so that'll rule him out of the Norwich game. And we get some notes here. Andy Carroll, our leading goal scorer, and Adrian Rabiot, one of our young promising midfielders that we brought in at the start of the season, they're both saying they're not given the role in the club that they were offered. Andy Carroll's our leading goal scorer. He's played almost as many games as anyone else at the club, but we have to rotate the team. We have so many striker options, not to mention the fact that we have, a wealth of players who are doing a nice job for us. Carroll still is our #1 striker. He's getting in the team the most. He's scoring the most goals. I don't understand what his issue is. Rabiot, I can see, he's only played probably 4 or 5 games coming into this point. So I can see why he wants to come in more, because he's done really, really well, to be honest, when he has played. He just hasn't gotten those opportunities at this moment in time. But so he'll probably get a better stay in the team to see what he can offer to us. While Carroll, he just got a contract raise. Shut up, Andy. As much as you're my favorite player right now, I love you in this club. Shut up. You're our best player. You're leading us in goals. You just got a raise. I don't need to hear it. He's in the lineup for this game, obviously, because hopefully that'll calm him down a little bit as to maybe why he was left out of that Fulham squad. But he just played 2 days before that. So we do revert back to the diamond here, hoping things can help us out. Morrison sitting in the hole behind Sacco and Carroll. Delph, Rabiot, and Kiyate making up the midfield. So a little bit stronger of a midfield because Rabiot and Kiyate both can play in that holding position. Sacco gets an early opportunity played in by Andy Carroll. It's a wonderful through ball, but Sacco just blazes over the bar. And Rabiot, I'll tell you what, this is a cultured midfielder. Look at the ability he's shown here. Plays it forward to Sacco. Unfortunately, he can't bundle the ball home. It hits Rabiot in the legs, but John Ray does get back to clean up the mess he's made. And Adrian Rabiot, I'll tell you what, he's come in and done a fantastic job for us. He sits really well if you put him in a 4-2-3-1 holding midfield position. He also does fantastically in like a central midfield, like I had him partnered up with Kiyate or with Delph in regular midfield, and Kiyate sat in the holding midfield because Rabiot can pick a pass. Look at this ball to Sacco. Surely he's going to score. Diafra, my boy. You got to be putting that in the back of the net. It's an unbelievable chance. He has another one here as he's played through with a great ball, and he just can't seem to find the target. I don't understand what's going on here, but Kiyate using his strength to fight off Garrido here. Eventually plays the ball to Fabian Delph. The former Aston Villa man drops it back to Sacco. And Diafra, it's like he heard what I was saying for the last, I don't know how many games. He's shown off so much skill there. He's held the ball off from a defender. He's used a nice little bit of agility to cut the ball inside. And then it's a simple, beautiful little toe poke finish here from Diafra. You could argue that Ruddy should be doing better, but I think he's a bit surprised that Sacco didn't maybe power one at him, and he just got caught off guard. And it's a great finish, and it gives us that 1-0 lead that we really need. And it's great to see Sacco break through and maybe start to be picking up some more clutch goals for us because he's had so many chances. You can see he probably should have scored 3 or 4 goals already in this game. He didn't, but he finally got one to give us the breakthrough and take the 1-0 lead at Carrow Road, the home of Norwich City. So a fantastic goal for us. But Norwich, after we swift replied Legia Warsaw in the first game, Norwich says, you know what, straight from kickoff, we're going to come down and do the same thing to you. Gary Hooper with a wonderful little daisy cutter. Great finish from about 18 yards. The passing that they created right there was just beautiful. The layback to the attacking midfielder pulled our defense out. It allowed Hooper to get plenty of space right there. You can see him behind Nkulu and Delph, and then bang, back of the net. He's wide open. Simple finish past Adrian. It's a really well-worked goal from Norwich City. You got to tip your hat to him. And Hooper's been dangerous. He scored 5 goals for them, so definitely something we have to look out for. Nearly a wonderful Arsenal-type play afterwards as we use some wonderful short passing to nearly play Downing in for a great chance. He's unable to get on the end of the pass, though, and Norwich do clear away. He then creates another fantastic chance as he plays Valencia through, who comes on as a substitute for the injured Diafra Sacco, who actually picked up a knock in this game. And that's the goal that should have sealed it. He's one-on-one with the keeper, and we just can't score on one-on-ones. I don't understand it half the time. I mean, we do score on occasion. Cresswell tries to bang one from range, as he's been known to do, but another really good save from Ruddy. 87th minute, now another chance here as Cresswell gets down the wing, creates enough space to get a ball into Carroll, and his head is not able to get one past Ruddy for once. You would expect him to be doing better from that range. Another ball played in for the head of Andy Carroll, and he's just not able to score, and it's points dropped again. A 1-1 draw against Norwich City, who have been performing pretty well in the league, I will say, since coming up this season. But it's really something we should have been doing better on. Not the way I want to end this episode with a couple of disappointing draws in the league. But we do